Right now, we're facing a man-made disaster of global scale, our greatest threat in thousands of years. Climate change.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to our lecturer Bala. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself first. I am Nur Shakira binti Hisham. Firstly, we choose redesigning trash trap using plastic waste as our topic. The reason why we choose plastic waste to redesigning trash trap is that plastic are a broad category of synthetic or semi-synthetic material made primarily of polymers. Plastic can be molded due to their adaptability as well as variety of other characteristics such as being lightweight, flexibility, and economical to create. Human industrial systems are usually used to manufacture plastic. That's why plastic is the most suitable material to produce trash trap. It is because it's durable, inexpensive to buy, or we can just collect plastic waste everywhere. As we already know, fast food have become a common these days. This is caused by a block trade. Block trade have become an act that happen in every country. The main cause of block trade is the garbage disposal in drain, such as plastic bottles, plastic packaging, toiletries, and so on. We can solve the problem to ensure that loads can be prevented by redesigning plastic waste into trash trap. So let's move to the user perception.
Thank you, Shakira, for the introduction. Now, I will explain about the user perception of the trash trap works. Before we begin, these user perceptions are based on our first survey and second survey. They are mainly about opinion of respondents to redesigning the trash trap. Then, I will start the user perception of the trash trap before redesigning trash trap works. Firstly, almost all of them are already seen the trash trap before, and they agree that the trash trap design must simple with a minimal production cost. This is because we only use the plastic waste that easy to find anywhere. They also prefer that trash trap can be resized and foldable. And finally, most of them prefer installing trash trap below the water surface rather than above water surface. And lastly, they agree that redesigning trash trap using plastic waste can reduce the water pollution. Then, we move on into the user perception after redesigning a new idea of the trash trap. They said the design are simple with a minimal production cost, so it's cheaper. It is also easy to set up because the design is easy to use and affordable. Next, the design of the trash trap is also strong, lasts longer, and can trap a lot of trash. And the most importantly is extremely beneficial in terms of reduce water pollution, flash flood, and increase the availability of clean water. Then, we move on to analysis of user perception.
Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. My name is Azizah Nurhana binti Iman. So today I would like to continue our presentation about analysis of user perception. So based on the report 1, there are 33 out of 50 respondent equivalent 66 percentage know that the design of trash traps. In addition, accordingly to the analysis in report 1, we find that the majority of respondents know more about the uses of trash trap, what are the benefits of using trash traps, and know what are the negative effects if traps are not used more frequently. So based on the level of agreement from the survey produced by us, most of the questionnaires answered by respondents are at the moderate level. That means score is below 2.51 until 3.50. So therefore, respondents are more aware of the users to some extent of the design of the trust trap. So while based on the analysis in report 2, we have produced two new trust trap design accordingly to a survey filled by 37 respondents. There are 26 respondents equivalent to 70.3% choose the second design because this design is very suitable to be used as the trust trap in lakes and river. In addition, 94.6% equivalent to 35 respondents said that the design we produced was better than previous design. So the above statement is more convincing for us to produce the design too. So why did most respondents choose the design too? So let me explain a little about the design too. Actually, the design too is based on the trust trap front view. It has hard PVC from plastic walls and a hard strong net from plastic walls, while the trust trap back view also has a foldable part and strong rod from plastic walls. So this convinced the respondents to choose this design too. There is also some evidence that they choose a strong design too from the respondent as follows. So this is the evidence from our respondent. So overall, design 2 is the best design to reduce the rate of water pollution. So that's all for me. Thank you. So I would like to pass the next presenter.
Okay, thank you my friend. Without wasting your time, I will explain about the first design. First design, we designed this trust trap by using plastic waste consisting of PVC and also net. We combine new and old plastic waste material, assuming our trust trap design will last longer when adding new plastic waste to make a trust trap. We use net for all the corners of the trust trap and PVC as a bone to form the trust trap. We use net because nets are soft material and also foldable. The net used can also be changed according to the size. For example, if there is a place that frequently has a high number of garbage, we will install a large size net and vice versa. That's all from me. Let's see the second design with my friend Stephanie.
Thank you, Nurfatiha. Let's move on to our second proposed designs. So we have specially designed our trust trap based on the ideas and opinion that we have received in our first questionnaires. So this design, we use a netting or a welding wire mesh. We use a PVC, a blue drums, and the use of plastic balloons. So most of our material is from plastic waste. Most of our respondents also have choose that they prefer their trust trap is above the surface water and the below or water surface. So since the percentage from the questionnaire is almost the same, we also have agreed that and decides to make the trust trap is more versatile by making a two-story trust trap. Let me explain to you what the function of the two-story trust traps. So the first level of trust trap is to trap the garbage of the below water surface. Meanwhile, the second level is to trap the garbage on the surface of the water.
Our group also has decided that we can make the trash trap easy to resize according to area of residences. So because of that, we make a trash trap that could be widened to the left and right. Then the trash trap can be resized to twice from the original size of trash traps. This is because the trash trap can be expanded, because the trash trap can be used at the small lake or the small river other than drains. The trash trap also can return to their original size, original shape, so they can put the trash trap in a narrow place such as drains and ditches. Anyway, the blue drums is to make the trash traps designed to not make the product sinks. The blue drums, the drum barrier has an airspace in it, so you're able to make the trash trap float at the surface of waters. So the blue barrier also can be tied by using a net or a rope around the trash traps. It's the appropriate way to use the trash trap in a drain or a narrow space. Also, probably some of number plastic bottle waste and can place it in the space level 1 and level 2 of trash trap. To place the plastic bottle in the space that have been provided, they need to put some leftover plastic waste into the net and place it in the middle of trash trap space as I informed before, and to tie them up using a rope or a net. Placing the rest of the plastic bottle in the middle of trash traps space, so it also can divide the level 1 and level 2 because the trash trap will be at above and below water surface. That's all the explanation for our second proposed designs that our group have discussed. So let's move on to our next friend to explain the parts.
Thank you, the previous presenter. Now, I will explain about the feedback process for our report. The feedback I only take from report 2 because only report 2 have the opinion or suggestion from respondent. Next, the feedback is about asking questions and understanding the message properly. That's why feedback is very important to our research because we can convey the reaction to our respondent and can help to improve our design. Firstly, I only take one only important comment for our question because majority respondents say agree and don't have many suggestions because only 23 respondents. Next, the feedback from respondent is: first, create trash trap that can convert trash into greener film. This is a good suggestion. Second, hope that trash traps are sturdy enough to hold bulky trash. We are strongly agree and hopefully the trash traps are sturdy. Third, hoping that there will be more stuff like this because these days so many useless people don't know how to throw rubbish into dustbin. That's why we are trying to design a suitable trash trap. Lastly, of course, from the beginning we are using eco-friendly material to make this trash trap. That's all from me. Thank you. Now we move on to the next presenter.
Next is our final design of a trash traps. But before that, I will share you what's part that we have improved in our final design of trash traps based on what we have received in our second questionnaire. Our group has officially agreed that we can improve some part for our final designs. So basically, we just combine the idea between the proposed design 1 and 2 because we thought combining this proposed idea and guess the result, they are more effective than the previous ideas. So we still use a wedding wire mesh, but we also add the big net and attach it at the middle of level 1 and level 2. And the net is a process from the plastic waste and make it look like a brand new net. Secondly, there's a corner of the trash traps that are foldable. The blue drum is still maintain the same functions at the left and right to make the trash trap floating. And also the black rod is for the balance of the trash traps, and it is a part of trash trap that leads all the floating garbage gets into the trash traps. So let's see our final design that will be explained to our next friends.
Thanks, Stephanie. Next, in this design, we add a net in the back because we want to make our trash trap bigger. The added function of the net is when the garbage starts to enter the trash trap, the garbage will be pushed directly into the net. This is to prevent the garbage from accumulating in the cage and then make the trash trap compact quickly. That's all from me in this segment. I leave the next part, which is the conclusion part, to my friend Shakira.
In conclusion, we can conclude that the majority of respondents agreed to redesign trash trap on using plastic waste, because if we redesign from the plastic waste, we can reduce the waste of plastic. They also agreed because plastic waste is a very readily available and strong durability over a long period. Plastic waste also can reduce environmental pollution. That's all from our groups. Thank you.